Are you here with anyone tonight, Alice?
With my husband.
Oh, how sad. But then I'm sure he's the sort of man who wouldn't mind if we danced.
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Jane Pauley.
Nicole Kidman has made a name for herself, in part by her provocative roles in films like Eyes Wide Shut. Her new movie is no exception. Here's Tracy Smith.
How long is it since we've spoken?
2018. Not much happened, right?
Yeah, right. Wow, okay.
You could say Nicole Kidman is having a moment right now, but it's really more like a golden era. To name just two of her recent projects, there was that hit TV series with Liev Schreiber this past summer.
Really? I've been living a lie, haven't I? I mean, I'm far more colorful than that, aren't I?
It was a turn of phrase.
No, it was a threat, Tag. That was a threat.
There's also that one with Zoe Saldana.
I can't wage war against a culture. Children are cash crops to these people.
Stopping a human smuggling ring was not the mission.
Do you think part of why you are so prolific, that you work so much now, is that sense that time is fleeting?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
And of course, she's still the better half of country great Keith Urban.
Hey.
Hey, we need to have a conversation. You're very young. I don't want to hurt you.
But the thing Nicole Kidman is getting the most attention for these days is a film coming out on Christmas. And what a film it is.
Get on your knees.
No. What?
Is that what you want?
In Babygirl, Kidman is a happily married, successful CEO who is, in some ways, unfulfilled. So she takes up with a handsome intern who knows just how to scratch her particular itch.
I have to go. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Yes.
Was there any point where you thought, oh, I don't know if I can do this?
Yeah. And a lot of it is stamina, because I'm in every frame of the film.
Nicole Kidman is committed to working a lot with female directors. And in Halina Rein's hands, this film is intense and relentless.
How'd you get that dog to calm down?
Good girl. I gave it a cookie.
You always have cookies on you.
Why, do you want one?
Do you think part of what makes you do your
Weird.
job well? Weird. Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
You can say it.
No, do you think part of what makes you a good actor is that ability to feel intensely?
Probably the thing that I have is the ability to feel, like really feel. I go into hospitals, Keith and I will work where we go and he'll bring his guitar and we just, you know, in the oncology units and I have to not absorb someone else's emotions.
Because that's your tendency, that's what you tend to do.
Yeah, and Keith's always said you're like a raw egg that I have to be the shell for.
Nicole Kidman certainly doesn't look all that vulnerable. But when she's not out being a global superstar, she's a complete homebody. In fact, the daily routine at her Nashville home with Keith and their two daughters might sound a lot like yours.
We have breakfast together every morning, so even if I'm working, I'm up. And
so you have breakfast together every morning?
Yeah, and then dinners. I also like putting on my jammies and coming home.
Do you? Are you a homebody?
Putting on my bed socks. But we do have a rule, you can't put your pajamas on before 5 p.m.
Why do you have that rule?
Because otherwise you can get into them a lot earlier. Not a good thing.
But there have been moments, Kidman says, when she seriously thought about being a full-time stay-at-home mom.
Was there a particular time when you thought, maybe I'll give up on this whole acting thing?
Yeah.
When?
Of course. When I gave birth to Sunday, I was like, well, I think I'm pretty much done now. I'd moved to Nashville. We were living on a farm. And that's when my mom actually said, I wouldn't give up completely. Keep a finger sort of in in it. And I'm like, no, I'm done now, I'm done. She's going, just listen to me, I think. Keep moving forward. Not saying that you have to do it to the level you've been doing it, but I wouldn't give it up completely.
After that, she went on to do some of the best work of her career. And this past April, she received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute.
Hi, Nick.
Her pal, Meryl Streep, did the honors that night.
The hardest part is when you come up against, or you're acting with, another person who is also really, 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 really great. That's difficult for me.
It was strange because at first I was like, I'm not sure I want this right now.
Why?
Does that mean it's over? Right?
Nicole Kidman, come on, baby.
But for Kidman, who's already picked up a Golden Globe nomination for Babygirl, the year's stratospheric highs have been tempered a bit by devastating loss. Her mother, Janelle, died in September at age 84, as Nicole was en route to the Venice Film Festival for a screening of Babygirl.
Did you share with her what it was about?
Yeah, she knew. She knew everything. That's probably the biggest loss, is you lose the person that knows everything, that loves you anyway. Yeah. So there's that. I love when people say, there's no limit to your grief. You don't have to have a time limit on it. You don't have to be all better by this time. So you're allowed to constantly let it pass through in waves. And it's people go, oh, well, whatever. But it's my mama, my life, and I'm allowed to process it and grieve in the way I want to.
Yeah, there is no time limit. And it does come in waves and you never know when it's going to hit.
Yeah, but it's like it's a different road, you know, when my papa passed, and I suppose it's good to talk about it all because so many people in the world are going through it. So, but it's a whole other thing. Both parents gone. It's like, whoa, okay. Wow.
But that's okay, and
It's
I
okay.
appreciate your
Yeah.
sharing it because,
Well,
like you said, people...
Move on, quick!
Okay, we're moving on.
Now
People
I'm
go through
embarrassed.
this.
I want to be what you like. I want to be the woman you like.
This is all very confusing.
Nicole Kidman may keep her emotions within easy reach, but that's not a bad thing. In the same face that you might see torrents of rage and grief, you can just as easily see happiness and hope.
Do you feel like this now is a moment? You know, all of these awards, the festivals, several hit television series. Do you feel like you're in this moment right now?
No. I'm just me. No, I think because I've had so many years of so many different things happening, and I'm fully cognizant of where I am. I'm wide awake. I'm in this world. I'm curious and grateful and amazed. I love the word wonder because I still have a lot of wonder and a lot of excitement about what's to come.